Hey guys, J-Man here for another comic book review. Today we're talking about Adventures of Superman John Kent #1. I think I'm talking about it. I don't really know. I have to look at the cover. So this came out. I buy Superman stuff. I don't care about Jonathan Kent. Well, I liked Jonathan Kent as a little kid, and Super Sons and all that was super cool. Then Bendis aged him up. Then the nightmare began. I did collect Tom Taylor's comic for a while. This is Tom Taylor. I collected it up until the famous issue, which I did not get. Not because I'm against anything. I just found that that series wasn't really going anywhere for me. But this wasn't too bad. I'm going to review this using my space method, which is story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 for bad, 2 for amazing. At the end, you get a score out of 10. A comic book that gets a 5 or 6 out of 10 is a pass. That means it was okay. So really, most comics should get 5 or 6 because it's like you read a comic, you're like, yeah, that was okay. The really good ones, you get your 7 and 8s, and then your 9s and 10s are the really, really spectacular ones. So basically, if you're getting like a 7 or more, that's probably a comic that you're going to want to maybe get. Obviously, 9 or 10 is a must-have. You might even read it a second time, right? So if I give a category a perfect score, let's say I gave the storyline a 2 out of 2 on this comic. I'm not saying that is the score. I'm just saying, what if I gave it 2 out of 2? That's not saying that the storyline of this comic is better or equal to, Watchmen or V for Vendetta or something like that. I grade every comic against itself and its peers. So this comic is being graded against other Superman titles and against what you expect to get for your money. Okay, so I don't know how much this costs. What is the price of this thing? It's $4.99. So for $4.99, how good is this? That's how we're going to rate this comic, okay? For the storyline, I'm actually going to give this a 1.5. Oddly enough, I actually got into this a little bit. So basically, Ultraman, I'll show you right now. Ultraman, we know who Ultraman is, right? So he's going around different universes and killing Kal-El, the real Superman, the only Superman. So that Superman is getting killed in different multiverses. So we've got to figure out WTF, and we got to stop this. So in order to stop that, we got Jonathan Kent teaming up with Red Tornado and Val-Zod Superman Val-Zod, however you say that name, to go out and take care of business, TCB. So basically, it starts off, though, with, so that's the story. Now, there is, it's interesting to me because I do like this idea that, ooh, what's going on? There's a mystery to it. I don't like Superman dying. This like Superman getting killed very easily is always irritated me. I do like the Death of Superman comic book as a great story, and then he comes back, so that's fine. And these are all these multiverse Supermans. So I actually would have given it maybe a 2 out of 2. I actually would have given the story a 2 out of 2, except for the fact that it's Superman getting killed. I think it would have been cooler if Jonathan Kent was being killed by Ultraman in different universes. To me, that would have been a lot cooler. And now it does make it personal because Ultraman was the one who had kidnapped Superboy and held him hostage or whatever, or Superboy, whatever's Jonathan Kent. Oh, there's too many super people. That's the other thing too. Give them different names. Like I don't confuse who Steel is because I know who Steel is. It's like there's too many Superboys, right? It's like just give me one Steel, Supergirl, give me one Superboy. Pick somebody. And Jonathan Kent is not Superman. So that needs, like, that's just irritating. Anyway, I would have given it 2 out of 2 if it would have been Jonathan Kent that was being killed, which I think would have made it more interesting and also more believable because, like, really Ultraman killing all these different Kal-Els, it's like, yeah, no. But that said, I'm intrigued to see what's going on. All right. Pacing, I'm actually going to give the pacing a 2 out of 2. I thought the pacing was really good in this comic because we got action right in the beginning. So we've got like Ultraman having a fight with Superman or one of the Kal-Els and killing him. Quick just update with, John and his boyfriend, Jay, who I don't really know. I know he's got the purple hair or pink hair or whatever he has. That's literally all I know about him, and that's sort of a problem. But I didn't read all of the run of Tom Taylor, so it is what it is. Superboy, whatever. Jonathan Kent he's not Superman, so I'm not calling him that. He flies into action. I'll get to the art in a second. So all these green things are falling down. So right away we get into the mystery. So that's good. I also do like this idea. Oh yeah, by the way, I wanted this to happen. If this does happen, I'm going to be okay with it because you can see up here, I do like Electric Blue Superman. I know I'm in the minority, but he looks kind of neat. Now I don't want Kal-El to have that, but if they do Jonathan Kent as this, and that's what's actually going to happen, and he will be this character, that will actually be really cool. And if that's what Tom Taylor is going to end up doing, then I will give him props for that. I will give him props because I do think that's kind of a fun idea. Don't hate me. I'm reviewing this comic. I'm not reviewing Tom Taylor the person. That's not a review that's happening on this channel. I'm not his friend. I'm never going to be his friend. I don't care. I don't care one way or the other for anybody, any creator. So I'm just judging this comic for $4.99. That's it. So this comic for $4.99 so far is looking not too bad. The art here is it's simple. Okay, it's very simple art. I do think it looks good, and I kind of think it works in this comic actually. So I'm going to give it a 1. I'm going to give it a 1 for artistry. I do like it. 1 means it's good. I do like the art. It is a bit it's simple, but I do think it's okay. So I would even be close to giving it a 1.5, almost. I don't know. I'm thinking. Let me think about it. It is simple though, but I don't know. Let me think. I'll stick with 1. I'll stick with 1. It is panel-y, so there is that. It's a lot of panels. Okay. Characters. Probably going to give the characters 0.5, to be honest with you. So below average. I just don't care about these people. This is the big main problem here. The main issue is that I just don't care about Jonathan Kent. I really liked him as a kid, and Bendis aged him up. It was a mistake. I don't care at all. I care slightly because he's Superman's son, but that's it. I don't care about this Jay character at all. It's very generic, and it's very like modern and trying to be all hip or whatever and trying to be like with the times, and no, boring character, super boring. And I did read about 5 or 6 of the Jonathan Kent series prior to that. Val Zod, I don't care about Val Zod. I've got his first appearance. I just don't care about him in this comic, really. Mr. Terrific is awesome. I like this Mr. Terrific. He's pretty good. He doesn't do anything. The only person I'm intrigued with is, a spoiler alert, is Red Tornado, because this is Lois Lane, Red Tornado. That's actually kind of intriguing. So I'm giving it a 0.5 for this Red Tornado woman, and a little bit for John because I'm okay. If he becomes this, I'll be more excited for him. Let me know in the comments. Do you care about Electric Blue Superman, or am I literally alone? Am I the only person on the planet that thought this is kind of fun? So 0.5, I'm sorry for the characters. They're just not doing it for me. That's a big negative on this comic and the John Kent series. Can't get into the characters. Enjoyment factor. What are we? I get 1.52, so that's 3.5, 4, 5. I'll give this a 1. I'll give enjoyment factor a 1. So that means overall I still giving it a positive. So it's slightly above average. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I think that's very generous for something that really failed on the character department, and it's iffy on it's a bit iffy, but 6 out of 10, which does mean I'm giving it a pass. If you like Jonathan Kent, I think you'll like this. If you don't like Jonathan Kent, you probably won't like this, but there's some neat story elements. So I actually kind of dig this idea, but really it should have been Jonathan Kent being killed in the multiverses, because I'm tired of Superman getting killed. Really, guys. Really, I should even knock the story down another point for that. I'm trying to be, no, you know what? I'm trying to be straight here, straight and narrow. It's like there's people don't love Superman as much as I do, so having him get killed all the time just sucks. But as an interesting idea, I'll leave it at 1.5. So I'll leave this at a 6 out of 10. That's very generous. That's a Christmas present, okay, or whatever. All right, so I thought it was a pass. If this happens, I will be excited though. Okay, I do like Electric Blue Superman. If they decide to do Jonathan Kent, make him this, that would be really neat. Now I don't even know if that's already happened because I did stop reading the Jonathan Kent series. So Superman #1, the way they restarted, that was a 7.5. I think I gave that 7.5. So that was definitely much better than this, but this wasn't that bad. And I think this is like a pity comic where Tom Taylor couldn't finish his run. So they're like, all right, fine, here, finish your stupid run in this comic. So I think that's what happened. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Like his comic got canceled. And then they're like, yeah, fine, finish your dumb comic in this thing. But no, 6 out of 10. That's a pass. I'm giving it a pass. So let me know if you agree with me. Was I too harsh? Am I just mean? Am I a mean fellow? Am I too mean on this? Or am I too generous? Is this like really a 4 out of 10 or a 3 out of 10? And I'm just being nice because of this cool cover here. I don't know. It could be. So let me know what your thoughts are on this one. But that'll do it for now, guys. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time.